Hey, welcome to Usualmike Television. Today I'm going to be shooting on E3. Now, I watched hours and hours of content. So much and so it was like 7 hours a day, 3 days straight, plus a little bit on the 4th day. That's over 25 hours of viewing to let you know what I liked, what I didn't like. Now, the first conference I saw, now the games that were featured at Bethesda was Fallout 4 DLC, which we already knew about, the Doom VR for their game that came out, Wolfenstein's coming soon, and, well, more Doom, more content, more of this and that. Screaming Lady in the audience during this, the crowd was so crap, it was like, yay. Claps were very far in between. One particular instance, I don't even know what they were talking about. They come back from the game, the guy on stage mentioned something, Screaming Goat Lady. Ah! Weird. Why? There was Elder Scrolls, Dark Brotherhood, Skyrim's got a special edition coming out, Dishonored 2, the Quake Championships, and Prey, which was the game you would have seen with the guy with the bleeding eye in it, and every day it's like Groundhog Day, it repeats, it gets worse and worse. The graphics looked interesting, how it's going to play, I don't know. This was the thing that Bethesda does is, like, you've seen, you know, your Quakes, your Dooms, your Wolfensteins, whatever. Elder Scrolls, they're doing the same thing every year, trying to make it better. Here's a thought, make some new games, don't live in the past. Moving on. Next one I saw was EA. Now, as we know, EA is famous for EA Sports. It's in the game. Now, I like golf. Not a word of golf, but they sure mentioned Madden 17 coming out, and they mentioned FIFA 17. We knew FIFA's, and we knew Madden's coming out. Nothing to do with any golf. Who's on the game? Don't know. Is Rory going to be on it again? Probably not. Anyway. Also, they mentioned Titanfall 2, and it's going to have a single-player game in it now, and you're going to be more linked with your own robot. It's going to have a heart and soul. It's crap. It won't. It'll just be a robot. It gets blown to bits, bad luck. Run around with a gun. They showed a little tiny bit of Star Wars footage, but they're going, we've got a new game of Star Wars. We're going to give you some more content for Battlefront, and well, actually it was just like, there it is, and it didn't explain much, didn't show us much. The only bit of new gameplay we saw was a dude walking outside, and you see TIE fighters scream across overhead of you. And I'm like, that's a new game, oh great. That's it. Blink and you miss it. Thanks for getting our hopes up. I really waited so long just to watch 3 seconds of footage. God damn you, EA. What else do they have there? Oh yes, the best game I think they had. They had Mass Effect Andromeda, which people would be like, oh, I love Mass Effect Andromeda. I've got a Mass Effect poster upstairs. I'll put it on eBay. If you really love Mass Effect, it's all yours for a very decent price. The one game I'm excited about is Battlefield 1, set in World War I, because, as you know, all the other games set in space in the future, and God knows where, but a raw, gritty World War I game sounds good. That was probably the best thing out of EA. Moving on. Oh yes, Xbox conference. Yeah, the Xbox conference. Now, what they wanted to do was excite you with a new console. So you've watched Xbox One. You've had it for a couple of years. Great, great. Now you can have one 40% the size. Is it 40% smaller? 40% smaller than the normal size. It's white, it sits vertically, and it's a little bit bigger in space, and probably faster. Just a little bit better. But if you don't want to play your old one, you buy this one, because it looks cool. Because until then, you'll have to wait till we got this Scorpio project going on, where it's supposed to be the greatest console in the history of the world. The fastest, most powerful, best ever machine. Now they can say that, because PlayStation haven't brought their set yet. PlayStation 4, Neo, whatever the hell it's going to be called, they don't know how fast PlayStation's going to be. So Xbox can say whatever they like about this Scorpio, that it's the greatest thing ever, it's going to be the most powerful machine ever. But PlayStation haven't done anything, so they can say it. And so that'll be good until this one comes out, and then that one will chase that one, and that one will chase that. Anyway. What else did they do? Yes, Halo Wars 2, Dead Rising 4, a good game, Forza, driving game. Because it's exclusive to Xbox, I only ever played like in store or wherever I get the chance to. This game, Forza, was it Forza 3? It's set in Australia, all the outback, rainforest, whatever. Beautiful landscape, it looks the part. But, you know, PlayStation players, you miss out. That's probably the best game. Scalebound, a 4-player co-op dragon game. Yeah, I want to be the mother of dragons. That sounds exciting. Everything that they talked about at Xbox was the fact that you could buy your game, play it on your Xbox One, or this white thing, or this new thing coming, maybe, and you can play it on the Windows 10 on your PC. So you're turning your console players into PC players. You're making your console a PC. Interesting. And they just went on and on about that as much as they could. So that was Xbox. Moving on. Then we went on to PlayStations. Sony's extravaganza. They were in a beautiful theatre. They had an orchestra. They had lights that did all crazy things and looked really nice. But the one thing they wanted to mention straight off the bat, we've got VR available. They give us a date and they put a price. And they put $399 US, which is more than $500 in Australia. It'll be well over half a grand. It'll be $550 or $600 or whatever they want to do. It's going to be expensive. And how many games? We don't know. You know, when they say there's like 50, there's probably like 3 and the rest are in the works. Anyway, they finally showed Last Guardian again, like they did last year, after working on it for 7 odd years, and it looks crap. It really does. It looks really last gen. It's rendered nice, but the characters look very... Well, the little boy character in it, or the girl, whatever the character is in it, it's very artsy, Studio Ghibli in a different environment. The scenery is beautiful and vast, but the characters look out of place. You don't want to clash styles too much in art, especially look at that game. What was it? Afro Samurai. Too many art styles. What a mess. Yeah, you don't want to do this. So I'm not too excited about this Last Guardian. Wonderful, because they put a date on it finally. Big deal. God of War. I've never been into God of War. Couldn't give a care, but they showed a playthrough of it, and it looked good. It was exciting. It had the little guy and they're shooting bloody deer, and then beasts come and attack. And yeah, it looked alright. I'm keen on playing that. Days Gone was a zombie game. How many zombie games we had? Billions of them? Nothing new there. Now remember back about 10 years ago when vampires were all the rage? Why didn't they bring out a vampire game again? Oh, I could have zombies. And you just see him blowing away hundreds of people shooting. Yeah, it's wonderful. Great. Resident Evil 7, more shooting, zombies and carrying on. They didn't mention their new console. We don't even know if it's going to be called Neo. Unsure about that, but hey, what are you going to do? PlayStation, hurry up about it. Xbox are telling the world they've got the fastest, most powerful console coming. What are you doing? You don't know yet. I bet you were just waiting to see what they did, and then you're just going to get better. That Kojima fella that everybody loves and his weird ass games. They showed a bit of that footage of his game. You saw like 5 people in the sky. It looked like Jesus Christ, all hanging up there, dead whales and lots of fish, barren landscape, naked guy, naked baby. What the was that? Oh, it looks good, but I don't know. Anyway, moving on. We're on to Ubisoft now. Now, Ubisoft, the most enjoyable conference. They might not have the greatest games, but it was fun. they swore the fucking house down, especially when they played that South Park trailer. Woo! Anyway, yes, the South Park game. I mentioned that. We knew it was coming. It's called Fractured Butthole. Looks good. Looks exciting. I'm very keen to play it. Assassin's Creed don't have a game this year, so they gibbered on about Assassin's Creed the movie and brought out the old producer. That was exciting. Okay, the VR, they did Star Trek VR, and they had Geordie LaForge and Carl Urban and Geordie is LeVar Burton, Jerry Ryan, and who was the last one? Oh, the guy who made the game or something. Anyway, all the Star Trek people just sat there and played the bridge demo. It looked a little bit old school, but hopefully when we get it, it'll be better than that. I mean, yeah, it's Star Trek. It's a game. Star Trek games aren't known to be great. So hopefully this does something. Anything. I don't care what it does. The other VR game they had was Eagle Flight. Now, the game looks exciting, but they filmed the people who were playing Red Team versus Blue Team or whatever it was, 3-on-3, and they all had the VR masks. They're all up on stage, and everyone like, it was just, it looked weird. Yes, interesting. That's Eagle Flight. What else can we talk about here? Trials of Blood Dragon. That's a crazy BMX retro bike flippy stunts, and yeah, it looks exciting. It's a cheap game, and I'll check it out. Oh yeah, Ghost Recon Wildlands. That they showed last year as well. They showed this year, and it's got a release date. It looks amazing. It looks really, really good. How it plays? Find out when you buy it. Then there was For Honor. Now that took a long time to get into what it was about. For Honor just had a samurai, a Viking, and a medieval knight, and the three of them fighting, and it's like over a period of time, and the scenery changes, the world changes, everything looks different, blah 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 blah, and then everyone's fighting 1,000 years later. Yeah, another one of them. Yeah, it might be good. It looked alright. The one Steep. Don't forget Steep. That was the game where people are snowboarding, jumping off the cliffs, paragliding, and wingsuiting, and snowboarding. It looked absolutely brilliant, but I don't know how you score in that. I made a jump, 750 meters. Woo! Top score. And then there was Grow Up. That looked a bit dull. Watch Dogs 2. It looked better than the last one. The last one looked dark and gritty. This looked sunny and fresh, like straight out of San Francisco. Yeah, that conference, the Ubisoft conference, I think was the best. It was the best conference. Maybe not the best games, but certainly I thought was the best conference. They won, in my opinion. They won. Last one. Oh yes, Nintendo. Wonderful Nintendo. They gibbered on for half their show about, they're telling you, oh, Legend of Zelda, Legend is coming. And then they bring out Pokemon Sun and Moon, and had some people playing it. And it couldn't have been more boring. And they got new Pokemon, and there's one that looks like Donald Trump. Who cares? It looks so bad. It's horrible. Do something else. Get over the Pokemon. You're not in the 90s anymore. Just no more Pokemon. Zelda. Now, they worked on Zelda for a long time. It's going to be a massive, massive world. But when you start a long time ago with a certain style of game, by the time you get to here, this point in the timeline, graphics have gone from this to this. But you start at this type, it goes exactly, it doesn't go up here, it stays the same. So this game looked dated, even though it was very exciting and new. But everyone's gonna like it. It's called Legend of Zelda Breath of Wind. I think that's the name of it. I'm not quite sure. But Nintendo was putting me to sleep. They don't have much to offer. There's Midamo thingies that you can have. There's characters you can buy, amiibos. Oh god, sad. Now, I don't know which conference it was, but there was Final Fantasy 15 mentioned. And the gameplay they showed was horrible because they thought showing it, they'd be like, this is going to be great for everyone to watch. Now, what happened is, it was a big giant boss fight. Here's this little guy, and he's got his little sword or whatever the hell he's going to fight with, and the giant boss fight is massive, encompassing, and he's got his arm and he's swinging it across and he's going to kill everybody like this, and he's crushing this little dude that's only like this big. Now, they would have seen in their production meeting, that's a great thing to show, but we have no concept of the rest of the game. We don't know what the environments look like, we don't know what the worlds look like, we don't know other characters look like, we don't know references to size. They plonk this at us and it's like, what the hell are you showing us? This is horrible. You know, people would be turned off going, oh, is that all the game is? But it's probably not. But they showed us probably the worst bit of footage they could have to make it least inspiring for everyone. They have seen the whole game. The people who decided, this is what we're going to take out of it and show them that. But there's all this game we don't get to see. Because they decided this bit here with the boss fight and the big arm and you're going to kill him with the big arm, they thought that would have been the best bit. It's probably going to be a great game, it's probably going to look magical, but what they showed us was absolute pure shit. And it's disappointing. Anyway, that's it for E3. I'm done talking about it. I've gone through all my games. I wasn't super duper impressed. Lots of things happen where the internet spoils everything. We know there's going to be games with a sequel coming out. Part 4, Part 10, Part 27. It's always... how many FIFAs have we had? You know, go back to 1993, I think they showed the first one, some footage from it. It's never ending. Come up with something new, games. Come up with something new and make it good. Oh, I didn't mention the Call of Duty game. Everyone's more excited about the Modern Warfare remaster than they are the actual game shooting in space and all that. But we'll see. We'll check it out when it comes time. Thank you for watching. This has been one of the longest videos I made. Follow me on Twitter at Usualmike30 and on Instagram at Usualmike Television. Subscribe to me in the button down below in this corner here. Maybe it's this corner. I don't know. It's underneath this one, unless you're watching full screen. All the best, and I'll catch you next time. Out.